What's up, everybody? Welcome to Spencer Baird Mixing Tutorials. On today's tutorial, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to get rid of harsh vocals. Sometimes when artists like rappers are recording at their home studios, um, or just anybody, singer or any artist in particular, when they're recording at home, they might not have the room treated, and like that 3K harshness range will build up in the vocal, and it's kind of hard to get rid of. But I kind of found a trick to kind of tame it a little bit. So if you apply these two steps here, you should be good to go as far as getting rid of a harsh vocal. I'm gonna give you an example with this 3-0 black record that was sent to me, and I mixed it down. You guys go check him out, follow him on Twitter. I know I've used some of his previous songs and tutorials. Might have used this one, I'm not sure. But anyways, let's get into it.
I fuck your bitch off a Percocet. Fuck her for hours, she said she ain't heard of that. Told me your boyfriend a minute, man. Swimming like I'm Nemo when I'm in it, man. Call my phone if you need some drugs. I'ma be there in a minute, man.
Okay, so that's the song.
I fuck your bitch off a Percocet. Fuck her for hours, she said she ain't heard of that. Told me your boyfriend a minute, man. Swimming like I'm Nemo when I'm in it, man.
So I got two, he stacked the vocals and I panned them left and right. You know what? Let's do the verse.
Be there in a minute, man. I pulled for him, I minute made. Did a couple features now.
Yeah, the verse is a little more aggressive, so let's see what it does when I apply these techniques to the verse. All right, so let's solo it and let's actually hear what it's doing. So actually, let's check out this 2-bus over here. So when you start off a session, whether you're in Pro Tools or Logic, you want to create a auxiliary track. In Pro Tools, you just Shift Command N on the Mac, and you just go to Stereo, Auxiliary, create you a stereo auxiliary track. Make sure you hit Command S on this so it's solo safe. So in case, so you don't have to keep pressing solo, it's already in check. Then you just go up here, create you a bus. I named mine Vox. I already created mine right here, so you can see right here the input is Vox for vocals. So the first thing in this chain, so basically I'm sending all these vocals right here, the main track, the dub, and the ad-lib track. I'm sending them out of the output of here, and they're going into this auxiliary track right here. Now this is how I get rid of the harshness. I like using the C4 compressor and then kind of playing with, you can change the settings here on the EQ. Now the C4 is like a EQ mixed with a compressor, so you can actually cut the frequencies out, and it's also compressing them. You can play with the range on here, how far you want it to actually go down. I guess that's like how much it would trigger, like with the compression or whatever. What I like to do is kind of, I didn't do it on this one, but usually I spread it out to about 2K, and then just kind of gently bring this. So if you let's listen to it in solo.
I do not fuck with no rats, so roaches. I get the Nina spray 'em with the rain. Pull up in that Mozzie, oh I pull up in that BM like ooh wee. Then I pull up on your sister. I do not trust her. I ride with the two-leaf.
So you can hear like that's the frequency that I'm actually trying to cut out. This area right here is that harshness area. So, and also this works good for like de-essing vocals. So if you don't want to use a de-esser, I mean, sometimes I still use one, even though this kind of tames it a little bit. So let's hear it.
I pull for him, I minute made. Did a couple features, now I'm getting paid. I do not fuck with no.
All right. So basically, I just like using this band right here, and then I kind of bring this threshold down to about -30. And it pulls down.
I pull for him, I minute made. Did a couple features, now I'm getting paid.
See how it's pulling the vocal down right here? I'm gonna take off the L2 and bypass both of these plugins so you can hear what it sounds like before and after. So here's what it sounds like without it.
I pour for him, my Minute Maid. Did a couple features, now I'm getting paid. I do not fuck with no rats or roaches. I get the Nina, spray 'em with the raid. 3-0 pull up. Yo, I pull up in that BM like ooh wee. Then I pull up on your sister. I do not trust her, I ride with the Thule. I back that bitch out in Cali.
Alright, let's hear what it sounds like without it. Or with it in.
I pour for him, my Minute Maid. Did a couple features, now I'm getting paid. I do not fuck with no rats or roaches. I get the Nina, spray 'em with the raid. 3-0 pull up in that Mozzie. Oh, I pull up in that BM like ooh wee. Then I pull up on your sister. I do not trust her, I ride with the Thule. I back that bitch out in Cali. She pointing at me, looking at her like who me? Then we pull up on her family and friends. They geeking, they looking like who he? Told that bitch that my name 3-0. She addicted to me like friends. They geeking, they looking like who he? And friends, they geek.
Another trick you can do to kind of find the harsh like frequencies is try to find a part where you actually hear the part where he gets like in that range, because the harsh frequency is not going throughout the whole verse. It's only in certain spots where he's like saying certain words or whatever. So I like to find a spot.
Told that bitch that my name 3-0. She addicted to me like a motherfucking kilo. I cannot fuck on.
Like where he says, I cannot, right here. I'll loop this part right here.
I cannot fuck on that bitch. I cannot fuck on that bitch. I cannot fuck on that bitch.
Actually, let's zoom in a little more. So let's just loop this section right here.
I cannot fuck on that bitch. I cannot fuck on that.
Right there.
I cannot fuck on that. I cannot fuck on that. I cannot fuck on.
So you just let that keep looping, and then you go to the EQ over here. Now this is before it hits the C4.
I cannot fuck on that. 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 I cannot fuck on.
You play with this frequency right here, the high mid frequency. I'm just using the 7-band stock Pro Tools EQ, and you just pull this frequency up like really high up to here, and then you just sweep it until you find like the really annoying sound that like really hurts your ears.
I cannot fuck on that. 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 I cannot fuck on that.
So right there at like 1.4 kilohertz, that's like really annoying sounding to me. So this is called like notch EQing. And I might do a whole nother tutorial on this, but I'm just going to keep it short. So basically, now you would just pull it down.
I cannot fuck on that. 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 I cannot.
So hopefully you can hear the difference in that when I bring it in and out on this EQ band here. That'll help before it hits this C4 over here. So let's get back to the C4. That's pretty much it. I leave all of these on right here. It kind of brings the volume down a little bit, but I bring the gain up over here, because what the C4 does is it kind of controls everything, even the low mids and everything. It just helps it like sit in the mix a lot better. So the next thing that I did was put this L2 in, and this is just to bring the volume up overall. So I'll leave it out and then bring it back in.
I cannot fuck on that. 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 I cannot fuck on that bitch cause she funky, she smell like a motherfucking Frito. I just now flew to Miami on Ocean Drive, drinking pina coladas. Me and bro pull up on bitches, we tell them to get us, they said that they got us. I'm walking the telly like, hit me. Your girlfriend, she geeking like, hit me. I look at that bitch, I'm like, no. You stink so you sleep on the floor. I fuck your bitch off a Percocet, fuck her for hours, she said she ain't heard of that. Told me her boyfriend a minute, man, swimming like I'm Nemo.
So what it does is it brings the volume up, but at the same time it kind of squashes the vocal a little bit a lot of engineers like to use the term glue. I don't know, like kind of glue it together in the mix so it like blends all together. This is like the last thing that I do when I'm mixing. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate everybody that has been subscribing to my channel. We've been doing well this past couple weeks. Let's keep it rolling. Let's make it to 200 subscribers. If you guys haven't checked out my new website, I just remodeled it and everything. Go to sickbeatsproductions.com. Subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't already. Like I said, much appreciated. I thank you guys, and let me know in the comments below what new videos you want to see, because sometimes I run out of ideas and I kind of feed off of what you guys want to learn. So if you have any ideas, don't be shy. Drop a comment below, and I'll see you later. Peace.